Do you regularly use an angle grinder? Or maybe you just got an angle grinder and you want to make the best use out of it? You came to the right place. Now, with angle grinders, there are two main differences you want to notice. There are many brands and different types of angle grinders out there, but the main difference is corded and cordless angle grinders. Sure, cordless angle grinders are handy. However, corded angle grinders have an RPM of about 12 to 14,000. RPM is rotations per minute. Or cordless angle grinders have about, give or take, 4,000 RPM, rotations per minute. Now, if you use an angle grinder often, or maybe you're new to angle grinders, what you'll typically notice is that there are all kinds of blades for all kinds of different materials. Typically, you have to have a blade for each type of material that you're cutting. This one specifically is for grinding metal, or if you want to grind rust off metal, if you're welding metal together. This one also serves the same purpose as well for grinding. And then typically you'd have to have a blade for cutting metal, and then a blade for cutting tile, and then this blade for this material, and so on and so on. The solution to that is to have a ToughGrit blade like this that cuts all those materials: metal, fiber cement, siding, trim, tile, ceramic, and porcelain. This is really the solution to making your life simple with an angle grinder. But we're also going to show you all these different blades. There are people that love to show off their cutting abilities, and oh, I don't need safety, I don't need the guard. And that's exactly what's not on here, is the guard. That is one of the most important things to have on your angle grinder. Also, safety glasses, ones that are impact rated and impact resistant like these, and then also gloves. And then most importantly, even if you're working with metal, especially when cutting metal with an angle grinder, it is recommended to wear long sleeves for your upper body, and then pants for your lower body, just so the metal shards don't dig into your skin. Now we're going to be using porcelain tile, which is much denser of a material than ceramic tile and is harder to cut. Wow, wow, wow. That was some impressive cutting. Even the tile blade that was angle grinder blade that's made for tile didn't even cut as well as this ToughGrit blade. Now, when using this type of blade right here, you want to make sure to keep the angle grinder in control, because if you try to rush the cut, what will happen is the angle grinder could flick off into another area, and you don't want that to happen. You want to keep the angle grinder in control, especially when using a blade like this. It even cut through wood, which is pretty impressive. Now here we're going to show you some tricks on cutting through metal with an angle grinder. When cutting metal with an angle grinder, what's typically used is these cutoff blades. The problem with these cutoff blades is, yes, they are relatively lightweight and they're cheap, but you really get what you pay for with these type of blades. These type of blades, this one as well, these type of cutoff blades, they don't last as long, and when you're cutting with them, they usually create a lot of sparks, and that could get in the air. And what also happens is these wear off along with the cutting process, and parts of this blade right here goes in the air as well and into your lungs if you don't have a respirator or mask, which is also recommended when you're cutting metal, especially, and other materials with an angle grinder. But the solution to that is also this same exact ToughGrit blade that we use to cut all those other materials, and you'll see how well it cuts through metal. We're going to use this thick galvanized pipe. It's important to not put a ton of pressure onto the blade, but if you really need more stability and you really want a secure cut and you don't want to risk any sort of kickback with the angle grinder, then you should use the handle. I am just amazed at what we can achieve together, and especially through cutting all those materials: porcelain tile, ceramic tile, fiber cement siding, even wood, and even galvanized pipe and rebar, fiber cement, just back and forth, and this blade still is in excellent condition. It is much better option than with a cutoff wheel for cutting metal. As you can see, these type of cutoff wheels are very lightweight and cheap, but you really get what you pay for. These don't last as long. As you can see from the video, all the sparks go everywhere, metal shards go all over the air and could go in your lungs, perhaps, if you don't have a respirator or mask. But with this blade, it outlasts over 50 of these cutoff blades or more, and it cuts much more materials. If you want it, check it out in the link down below. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also hit the bell icon so you're notified every time we post a new video about angle grinders, oscillating multi-tools, and cutting instructional videos, and so on. And also comment down below what your thoughts are. If you have any questions, we'll make sure to answer them for you and perhaps make a future video. As for now, have an excellent day and see you in the next video.